I am coming out to talk to those who have been thrusted into a predicament that they don't know how they're going to get out of. They have reached the end of themselves and the resources to be able to release themselves from that kind of stress that they have been placed upon, whether it be out of their own doing or by the doings of others. And I want to lead you over to a scripture verse about the power of prayer. And I think this is one of the great things about being in a community of other God-living people, is that you have a place where you can go and seek prayer and have a group of God-fearing people praying for you. I want to take you over to Acts chapter 12 and read a few verses to you. It says, "It was about the time that King Herod arrested some who belonged to the church, intending to persecute them. He had James, the brother of John, put to death with the sword. And when he saw that this met with the approval among the Jews, he proceeded to seize Peter also. This happened during the festival of unleavened bread. After arresting Peter, he put him in prison, handing him over to be guarded by 4 squads of 4 soldiers each." That'd be 16 soldiers, folks. Herod intended to bring him out for public trial at Passover. So Peter was kept in prison, but the church was earnestly praying for him. We ain't talking about a building here, folks. We're talking about a group of people, church. Here's Peter in a predicament. Because of his faith, he's being persecuted. He's been put in prison. The Jews are happy about it. The Sadducees and Pharisees, the religious folks, they're excited about it. Matter of fact, they got so much approval, Herod got so much approval, he went and picked another one up. And thus, Peter's now in prison. Are you finding yourself in your own personal prison in your life and you don't know how to get out? But the church was earnestly praying. I read on. The night before Herod was to bring him to trial, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with chains, and sentries stood guard at the entrance. Is this what your predicament feels like in your life? That you're bound with chains, that you're surrounded by people and you can't get out of this situation that you're in? And it seems hopeless. But the church. I read on. Suddenly, an angel of the Lord appeared, and a light shone in the cell. He struck Peter on the side and woke him up. "Quick, get up," he said, and the chains fell off Peter's wrists. When the Lord comes into your predicament, expect that he'll come quickly. And when he does, be prepared and do as he says to those he's been called forth to help you, whether it be heavenly help or earthly help. Then the angel said to Peter, "Put on your clothes and sandals," and Peter did so. Obedience. He's not questioning at this point. "Wrap your cloak around you and follow me," the angel told him. Peter followed him out of the prison, but he had no idea what the angel was doing was really happening. He thought he was seeing a vision. Can you imagine? You know, he's thinking he's in jail. There's no way he's going to get out. But the church. They passed the first and second guards, and they came to an iron gate leading to the city. It opened for them by itself, and they went through it. When they had walked the length of one street, suddenly the angel left him. Sometimes people come alongside of you for just a moment, just a reason. Sometimes just a season or a lifetime. But they're just passing through. Being obedient to serve God in the capacity that He's called them to. May not be somebody that you know who rescues you, right? Then Peter came to himself, like, man, this is really happening, right? Then Peter came to himself and said, now I know without a doubt that the Lord has sent His angel and rescued me from Herod's clutches and from everything the Jewish people were hoping would happen. When this day had dawned on him, he went to the house of Mary, the mother of John, also called Mark, where many people had gathered and were praying. But the church. Peter knocked at the outer entrance, and a servant named Rhoda came to answer the door. And when she recognized Peter's voice, she was overjoyed. She ran back without opening it, and she exclaimed, Peter is at the door. She didn't even have to see him. She heard him. Who do you know that knows your voice, that you can call out and ask for prayer? Get into a church, a body of believers that you can share life with. It's not about a religious moment in your week. It's not about checking off something on your list. It's not about assessing a sermon. It's about living out Christ-centered life in community with other believers. So that when you're stuck in these types of situations, but the church can be praying for you. We have a team here at Live on Purpose who can also pray for you. And we would love to have the opportunity to do that. You can go over to the Live on Purpose page, tap on the send message button, and send us a message. I personally read all of those messages, and then I forward your prayer requests over to our prayer team who earnestly will be praying for you. And tune in on Thursday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We also do a Bible study there, and I'd love for you to show up and catch a little bit of the word there. And until then, I hope you have a blessed day.